Recording चालू है? Okay. Amit. Recommendation. हमने से ट्रांसक्रिप्ट की है तो five to 10. लंबा मतलब है. Anywhere, wherever they are comfortable. सर कैसे देखेंगे आइए सर they will expect
hierarchical levels वाला लिखा है.
yeah no questions yeah खत्म करके चले जाएंगे. अरे लोग आ रहे हम लोग साथ देने के लिए गए. हाँ तो यही पढ़ो आप. वो request you to but and then first the question with the question. So the discuss इसमें कैसा होगा मतलब तो डिस्कस करें So, so start so स्टेट को प्लान करना होगा तो स्टेट डिस्ट्रिक्ट लेवल प्लान कर सकते हैं फिर डिस्ट्रिक्ट लेवल जो शेड्यूल प्लान कर सकते हैं जो डिस्ट्रिक्ट लेवल वैसा और इसका इसका जो थ्री इसमें सर्विस we can improve it. Okay, next. And support system so important to start इसलिए कर सकते डेटा शुड बी सोर्स होना चाहिए so other big sources sources are other big sources source it should be quantity quantity also के लिए तो कितना चाहिए कितना for each DSS now discussion करना पड़ेगा ये one चार करूंगा आपको it should be sharing अभी से भी it should be you can answer system तो डेटा शेयरिंग होगा फिर हुआ करना है सो structure. So people actually data infrastructure and ये क्या है
ये क्या करनी है
डेटा रिसीविंग
डेटा रिसीविंग भी already system that is
so each also डिस्कस कर रहा है इसके चेंजेस आ सकते हो actually. So this is the this group so this kind of discussion with the subject experts and
So we are sorry. So, what I was it?
okay. So, so uh, institution system. So it's not even see some so so uh, so so frequency so and seasonal so it should be showing so sector so we should be so situation should be released to national center continue should situation situation briefing here on behalf of the group two. First point is the institution is best placed to host a state level decision support system which have the potential to cover majorly the following areas. So we just few points that we want to provide is existing infrastructure should also support which is most important. State experience to cover agriculture, infrastructure, sector. Some students, so it is better. If it's possible, stay infrastructures. And due to the difference in progress, because citizens can support. Then, so this some of the data can be captured through like universities, CCS, and then MHU command. This institution can give the horticulture data and agriculture data and like watershed data. We can meet with the NSSLUP and IMSWC, which is working centrally working on states catchment and irrigation, है ना, specifically data like CWB, we can get with the original CWB, है ना, so this type of data we can collect then after question. And this is way for space, extension patterns, system, seasons, seasons, so you must say it. Skip for say applications about better other services like searching and different smart units like panchayat units. Their data. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Next block was.
You have given such a long question that we have two answers.
So this is the experience.
Question 5, yeah.
So just to give a starter to the team, you know, I enjoyed the presentation exercise very well done group. And we had about 8 people, 2 sitting, 1 person here, and 3 of us, and English, and 2 other colleagues. The first question is functionality should be common and standardized across states, and will state or district specific functionality be appropriate, considering differences in existing systems, capabilities, and institutional needs. So, define thoughts. So, we exercise, see if it makes sense or not. Yes, please.
Yes, sir. Yeah. सर जो फिफ्थ क्वेश्चन है, फिफ्थ क्वेश्चन उसमें जो मेन है डाटा स्टैंडर्डाइजेशन का, डाटा इंटीग्रेशन का, डाटा इंटरऑपरेबिलिटी का, नेटवर्क आर्किटेक्चर, इंटीग्रेशन एंड फंक्शनलिटी. ओके, तो हमने इसमें ट्राई किया है फाइंड आउट कि कैसे डीएसएस को हम एक बेहतर तरीके से रीडिजाइन या उसको इम्प्रूव कर सकते हैं. तो सबसे पहले जो चैलेंज आता है, जो अभी भी जो हम फेस कर रहे हैं, वो डाटा स्टैंडर्डाइजेशन का है. जैसे हम बात करते हैं कि डिफरेंट स्टेट्स का डिफरेंट फॉर्मेट में डाटा होता है, भी डिफरेंट हो सकता है, आंध्रा का डिफरेंट हो सकता है, नॉर्थ ईस्ट का अलग हो सकता है, तो सबका डिफरेंट हो सकता है. तो सबसे पहले हमें कॉमन प्लेटफॉर्म पे आना पड़ेगा और उसका डाटा का एक स्टैंडर्डाइजेशन या उसकी कोई एलडीडी डिजाइन टाइप बना के सारे स्टेक होल्डर्स को, सब स्टेट्स को प्रोवाइड कराना पड़ेगा. उसमें फिर आपका सोर्स ऑफ डाटा क्या है वो भी हमें डिफाइन करना पड़ेगा कि किस सोर्स से हमें डाटा लेना है, और वो डाटा लेना है यूजफुल तो नहीं है, तो हमें चीज करनी पड़ेगी. दूसरा हमें क्या है, जैसे जो भी हम डाटा स्टोरेज करेंगे उसके डाटा स्ट्रक्चर में उसके फील्ड क्या होंगे, उसका कोडिंग सिस्टम क्या होगा, क्योंकि अलग स्टेट्स अलग अलग कोडिंग सिस्टम यूज करते हैं, तो हमें वो भी चैलेंज आ सकता है, तो वो भी हमें सही करना पड़ेगा. में जैसे जो डाटा की फ्रीक्वेंसी आ रही है कि डाटा मान लीजिए कि एक महीने में अपडेट हो रहा है, तो डाटा की जो फ्रीक्वेंसी ऑफ अपडेशन है वो भी मेंटेन करके रखनी पड़ेगी, तो देखना पड़ेगा. साथ में जैसे सोर्स ऑफ सिस्टम है, डिफरेंट सिस्टम है, हम चाहेंगे इनको भी एक स्टैंडर्डाइज्ड फॉर्मेट में लेके इसके साथ में इंटीग्रेशन प्रॉपर वे में हम कर सकते हैं. मान लीजिए हमारे पास चैलेंज क्या आता है, सपोज हरियाणा कोई काम कर रहा है तो हमें अदर स्टेट को डाटा डिलीवर करना होता है, तो हम किस फॉर्मेट में अदर स्टेट को डिलीवर करने से बाद दे कैन कंज्यूम ठीक है. तो उसका जो स्टैंडर्ड में हमें करना पड़ेगा, जिसी कंप्लायंस के थ्रू हम करेंगे, एपीआई के थ्रू करेंगे, ठीक है। और जो हम डाटा एक्सचेंज करते हैं उसका फॉर्मेट क्या होगा, फाइल एक्सचेंज सिस्टम क्या होगा, वो भी maintain करना पड़ेगा। साथ में कुछ डाटा तो किसके पास चलेगी, उसमें कुछ कुछ डाटा ऐसा होता है जो क्लासिफाइड होता है, कुछ नॉन क्लासिफाइड होता है। तो मेरे स्टेट का डाटा अगर आप ले रहे हो तो आपकी ओनरशिप वो हो सकती है, मेरे स्टेट की ओनरशिप है, भले आप उसमें इंप्रूवमेंट सजेशन कर सकते हैं, बट सोर्स ऑफ डाटा सिंगल पॉइंट से आना चाहिए, ताकि फ्यूचर में जब डाटा अपडेट होता है तो सेंट्रल सिस्टम में हमेशा अपडेट होता रहे। दूसरा आपका क्या है कि डेटा की क्वालिटी, जैसे मैंने कहा कि वो डाटा डंप कर देता है, गार्बेज कर देता है, तो डाटा का एक बीच में चेक पॉइंट रहना चाहिए कि ऐसा नहीं कि कोई भी कुछ भी डाटा उसमें अपडेट कर रहा है, उसका प्रॉपर तरीके से वैलिडेशन होना चाहिए। उसकी हर तरह से जो भी जीएस चीजें फॉलो करती है उस टाइप से हमें चेक करना चाहिए। साथ में थोड़ी सी रिकमेंडेड अप्रोच क्या हो सकती है, जैसे कोई सिस्टम है जो डीएसएस में उसका डाटा कैसे है, के थ्रू आ सकता है, सिक्योर एपीआई जैसी सर्विसेज के थ्रू आ सकता है, और उसका कोई फाइल फॉर्मेट होगा, जैसे फॉर्मेट होगा वो भी हम डिफाइन कर सकते हैं। तो इसके लिए हम यूज कर सकते हैं जो भी मेथड होगा हम उसको यूज कर सकते हैं। एक मैकेनिज्म होगा डीएसएस टू स्टेट, डीएसएस से हम स्टेट में कैसे हम स्टेट्स को कैसे डाटा ले रहे हैं, तो
He is referring to data standards, APIs, and exchange protocols. That is what he is trying to mention.
राइट। और जो डाटा की इंटरप्रेटिविटी ऑलरेडी बता चुका हूँ, साथ में उसकी जो डाटा की आइडेंटिटी होगी वो क्या रहेगी, मान लीजिए डिफरेंट डिफरेंट स्टेट है तो सबके अभी भी है, इसमें होगा मे बी, डोंट गो इनटू डीप। तो उसमें क्या है कि उसमें जो रोल बेस्ड सिस्टम रहेगा हर एक डिपार्टमेंट्स का, तो वो भी मेंटेन होना चाहिए, साथ में उसकी लैंग्वेजेस मेंटेन होना चाहिए, उसका जो डिवर्जन चैनल कब क्या हो सब मेंटेन होना चाहिए बैकएंड में, ताकि हम हिस्ट्री जान सकें। और अब उसमें जो नई जो चीजें आई हुई हैं, जो अभी पुराना जो डीएसएस है उसमें हम देख पा रहे हैं कि एआई का इंटीग्रेशन प्रॉपरली नहीं है, तो हम क्या कर सकते हैं, नए नए मॉडल्स उसमें इंटीग्रेट कर सकते हैं, और एआई के जो मॉडल्स हैं तो उसके लिए हमें हाई कैपेसिटी चाहिए, उस टाइप का सिस्टम बना के हम डिफरेंट डिफरेंट एआई मॉडल बना सकते हैं, ताकि हर चीज को हम ऑटोमेशन पे लेके जा सकें।
We are required to provide advisories in the vernacular languages. So that is quite helpful.
दो चार चीजें और हैं, जैसे कि कोई भी स्टेट है, डिफरेंट डिफरेंट स्टेट है, हमारा मल्टीलिंगुअल सिस्टम है हर एक स्टेट का, तो हर एक स्टेट का अलग अलग लैंग्वेज में एक सेंट्रल सिस्टम होगा। अगर वो जैसे मान लीजिए सपोज मैं हरियाणा का हूँ, हिंदी लैंग्वेज है, अगर जैसे आप तेलुगु बोली जाती है, लेकिन सिस्टम एक ही होगा, जैसे ही मैं उस लॉगिन करूंगा तो उसका इंटरफेस बदल जाएगा, तो उस लैंग्वेज में ऑटोमेटिकली उसको बैकएंड में बात करो, एवरीथिंग विल बी सेम, बट उसका सब कुछ चेंज हो जाए तो चाहिए उसमें। और हर एक डिपार्टमेंट का जो वर्कफ्लो है उसको भी हमें डिजाइन फॉर्मेट और प्लेटफॉर्म पे लेके आना पड़ेगा। एक सबसे जो चैलेंजिंग आता है, जो सिस्टम रहता है हर डिफरेंट डिफरेंट स्टेट का रहता है, तो उसमें कोऑर्डिनेशन की बहुत ज़्यादा इशू रहता है। तो कोऑर्डिनेशन सिस्टम हो और हर एक स्टेट का ऐसा कोऑर्डिनेट होना चाहिए जो लैंग्वेज को समझते हैं, और बीच में अगर स्टेट के साथ में प्रॉपर्ली कम्युनिकेट कर पाए, ताकि लैंग्वेज बनने में हमारा खत्म हो जाए, तो होप कि ये सब डीएसएस इम्प्लीमेंट करेगा तो हम एक बेहतर डीएस सिस्टम डिजाइन कर सकते हैं। थैंक यू।
The next question is, how can existing monitoring data and geospatial mechanisms support a robust MRV approach? See, what we felt was that instead of having an independent MRV, we are trying to say that any evidence-based DSS will act clearly than a separate MRV, mechanisms that we are trying to do that. Uh, uh, there are certain kind of uh, areas which we have been able to identify, which are all related to the monitoring gaps, the data points, the geospatial mechanisms that we will have to take into account. The first and foremost is the we source data collection methodologies in terms of the data ecosystem, like agriculture, horticulture, irrigation, watershed, NREGA, wealth, weather, all this kind of, there are several kinds of these things, and the mechanisms are also very different. There is also an internal the exchange protocols that we have is different sources, secure file authentication, all these are of different nature. So before we get into an MRV system, I think these are some of the things which we will have to take into account. Data harmonization and standardization is equally important because of scheme that is to be mapped, the code which has to be mapped, the unit conversion which is required to be done, that should be common across. Time standardization has to be also common across. Is the biggest concern which we had. But suppose if somebody is kind of trying to generate a particular data, the completeness, the validation part of it, the uniqueness of it, the accuracy of it, the consistency of it is something which is very, very important. So that is another quality, data quality management part. And geospatial functions are also similar nature of this thing because we need to have a common geo framework which will generate administrative hierarchy across maybe states, maybe villages. There are certain boundaries across the landscape that we are trying to look at. The next is the indicator from the indicator registry, the formula, special and temporary, the baseline targets, the validation methods, all these whatever we have said before, these varies across various levels. So there is a difficulty in terms of how do we arrive at the NRV. The process itself, because baseline, monitoring, validation, verification, approval, that's the process is of immense issue. The key principle here is we have to first of all set the standards first, get into data quality and lineage, the linkages properly. We go across in terms of what's the evidence base of it. We also integrate what was said before in terms of AI, with validations. Scale and configurable is something which is very important because sometimes what happens is if there is state specific data, the state should be able to configure it around, say, agroecological part, livestock part. So that's the state configurable data is quite also very important. So, and that's securing auditable and transparent mechanism in terms of ensuring the quality part of it. So these are some of the things which we have been able to think of. So the four gaps which we were identifying in terms of getting into an MRV, first of all, looking at the baseline, what is very, very important, which is immense, because baseline actually sets the looking at the measurements down below. Definition of certain indicators, but also biggest challenge that we are facing. The definition itself what we spoke about, and also the institutional responsibilities in terms of who generates and who does the validation part of it.
So, as the DSS and the tricky DSS and other models which have shown from the last 1 hour, we are trying to fill that gap. And by our suggestions, how could we fill that gap? So the main question was that if somebody, for example, a researcher or a policymaker wants to use the data, so is the data in that form that can be used by the researcher? Is the security like that? No one can harm. So, as Naveen sir has already been focusing on that VGC data. So, I would one suggestion more can be that, for example, as you have seen, so they are using the watermark based. So if you are using a plan and you have generated some AI images, and in that, if we go for a deeper analysis, we can find out that who has generated that thing. That's a particular watermark. So can that technology can be inbuilt in this tissue devices so that the data security can be there. For example, X person has given the data and Y person is using the data. So the traceability can be traced out. So this is one of the suggestion I would be saying. Another is that the AML model, which we will move focusing. As the AI is come growing up, people we are focusing to the normal people. For example, if this system has to be used by the farmer, so the AI enable it should be so easy and so affordable that single person, for example, a 12 person can easily use that thing. It should be one language. It should be
easy to accessible, and it should be the buffering part should be reduced so that if one click it's open and the process had been started. Another is the scalability part, which already been addressed by team members. But what is the cost of that thing? The main function is that main problem. I think the PCDS will be addressing after some time that how we will do the cost effective and how can that can be accessed or how can that be solved. So that has to be looked after. I think Ministry of Electronics and has come with various programs where the data centers and the machine VMs of they are providing support that system. So these suggestions can help to the PCDSs for the better use and better. Thank you, sir.
So now for time to uh, I should some was some feed from like sitting around this time sitting when slowly so I would start something from them also. So first I university से भी बक्सा में तो बक्सा व्यक्त करें अभी अगर सलाह दे सकते हैं कोई इशू नहीं यहाँ से we would be within which would be disseminated to all of you. So be patient for 10 to 15 minutes. So, so, So thank you, sir, for this. Mr. Dr. Bashna for saying some points. She is from China and she is professor there. Please, Dr. Bashna.
I'm Dr. Darshan from HAU. About workshop, all the presentation is very good. We actually I was in HARSEC before HAU, so I know has changed completely when I moved from now till now. So all the information is very useful that we can share with our students, we can do research, and we can inform everyone extension activist to the farmers. So I congratulate the sector very hard work and whenever we call them, they say we call it when we call they are all completely and professional lives. So thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you much.
Thank you, Dr. Bashna. I'm trying to do things. Now, we are having Dr. KKC for Ministry of Science IT. So please. First, also, stronger and stronger. Sir, please.
आता नीचे चला जाता है
Now I would like Dr. S.C. Mahan sir for his views.
Thank you. It's long go. Has discussion in very topical themes, a decision support system based on geospatial intelligence and mechanism. Discussion through the day. Some very excellent presentations. Something maybe. Before actually make a decision. We for them, they should link the two decision. So that's what the decision support system is. And maybe WhatsApp and number one is become Mr. Secretary Senate. one decision-making agency, decision-making body. Yes, but this is the best solution in these conditions you can provide for. So this DSS would lead to a separate should be done, not just monetary. Otherwise, this is so it will at least most observations. But just not in terms, so decision making should also be part of the monitoring. So it will uh, stay in technologies and from initiatives taken by them and thank you, Abdullah. Thank you, government.
Now, Dr. Satish Kumar from MS Swaminathan Institute, and he is principal scientist there. So please, sir, put your views. Thank you so much for all of my work and for me as a reference also. I started maybe that could not that could be incorporated because it's all from this. Comments. I think this review, but if someone is willing to say something, they can just sitting. Please do say some words and so next system. I think if not ready, we can. So engagement on goals, we want to take baby steps. So we need to say something or say any question, anything in mind, they can. No. Okay, fine. So sir, if we can. Dr. Sabri, sir. सर कुछ क्वेश्चन है तो सर पूछिए अपनी टीम इज देयर दे आर सपोर्टिंग अस
स्क्रीनशॉट एक प्लीज।
हम्म?
स्क्रीनशॉट या कॉपी।
अभी डिस्प्ले करने के लिए, डिस्प्ले करने के लिए अभी
कोई नहीं है।
नहीं, लेटर वी कैन सी। पार्डन सर,
प्रोडक्शन स्टार्ट ही कर दिया, इंट्रोडक्शन नहीं हो पाया क्योंकि आधा घंटा पहले हो जाए।
Decisions it must group has presented. This one is very big. It's within the key and share with all the participants. So just briefly, since since of the sessions, the recommendation, the discussion has been done. One of the suggestions resilient frameworks to village interventions in India. Second, shares, complaints, and other settlement derived indicators. Another suggestion came to the including system application application risks. Other suggestions came system interventions and options, changing conditions, moving trends to verifications. Ensure access with existing government platforms like and departments. Extending applications and convenience ensuring the geospatial information support local planning and tangible benefit to the farmers. The group has the age groups and different recommendations came out. So I'm just giving what the full groups has come up with. First the recommendations came standards and quality protocols covering the source format, water frequency, water accuracy, variations, metadata. Second, extend interventions into existing agriculture, water, soil, geospatial database into the common framework with appropriate API exchange protocols. Third is extending some validations and covering the baseline monitoring, validation, notifications, data quality, and traceability. Define common indicators and parameters. To configure additional indicators into the ecological and institutional requirements. But the next group is clearly different from the different states. And also, should be levels so that it should be easily accessible by the farmers when we talk about the system. So, in we simply for the DSS for researcher, we talking about this DSS for the policy maker and farmers. So we have to break in different layers. This DSS we are looking for. Because one DSS is not going to help for the farmers, is required the different decision making requirements. So fifth recommendation to extend constitutional responsibilities, including the clear rules for central and state technical institutions, department, field agencies, support necessary for action coordination arrangements, if required, then can be established. Develop major basis linking with existing government system,
interface, appropriate access of departments, local institutions, and farmers. Transparency, securities, flexibilities of data, including data voltage, and appropriate mechanism for authentications and verifications. Including the architectures and first. Subsequently, the subject expert concerned institutions can define the indicators, parameters, quality standards, validation, methodology, technology protocol implementation. Particularly in terms of MRV, when we talk about the indicators we are looking for. Efficiency indicators, are we looking for greenhouse gas indicators to be from the system. So this is check reports and also discuss suggestions who have participated and provided their inputs. So thank you very much. Also thank on receiving and your participations in so participated and still sitting so how the interest is and the commitment from the participants today.
Thank you, sir, for bringing together the key recommendations and next steps. This summary provides a clear bridge from today's technical exchange to subsequent project action. मंच की रोशनी आज भले ही थम जाए, लेकिन यहाँ जले विचारों के दीप हमें एक बेहतर कल की ओर राह दिखाते रहेंगे. As we come to the formal conclusion of the workshop, it is time to express our gratitude to all those who have contributed to making today's program meaningful and productive. May I invite Mr. Amit SSA Harsik to deliver the vote of thanks.
A very good evening to all of you. On behalf of ASEC, I extend my sincere gratitude to all our esteemed dignitary, representative from FAO, government departments, research institutes, educational institute, technical expert and participant for making today's workshop meaningful and productive. I would especially like to express our sincere gratitude to Dr. Sultan Sir, Director ASEC, for his guidance, leadership, and continuous support in successfully organizing this workshop. I also thank FAO for his close collaboration, the organizing team, and everyone who worked behind the scene for the smooth conduct of this workshop. In the end, I must say, technology gives us possibility, but collaboration turns those possibilities into impact. And finally, my sincere thanks to each and every one of you for your presence, patience, participation, and valuable contribution throughout the day. Thank you very much, and Jai.
Thank you so much, sir. Distinguished dignitaries, speakers, experts, and participants, with this, we formally conclude the technical workshop on geospatial intelligence, decision support systems, and monitoring, reporting, and verification for sustainable food systems under the GEF-7 FOLUR India project. On behalf of the organizers, thank you for your valuable time, active participation, and technical contributions throughout the day. We hope the discussions held today will support collaboration and practical progress under the project. Refreshments are now available. We wish all of you a pleasant evening and a safe onward journey. Thank you, and once again, have a very good evening.
Sampling free refreshment. Thank you to bring.